Peter, thank you very much for the introduction. And it's my great pleasure to be here today. It's the first time for Siemens to be at this stage here at the Materialise Summit. And you might wonder why Siemens is here to talk, but I can assure you additive manufacturing has become a major topic for Siemens as an enterprise who drives business across the globe in various industries. We believe in Siemens that additive manufacturing is a major game changer. It will influence the way we develop product, it will influence the way we make product, and it will influence the way we believe our life will work.
Everything we've ever created has been constrained by two things: how it's made and what it's made of. All this is about to change with digitalization and additive manufacturing. It's the new digital industrial revolution. Now you can remove limitations. Reimagine products. Retool manufacturing. And rethink how you do business. Join the digital industrial revolution. And be a rule breaker. A game changer. A world shaker. A pioneer. A leader. Additive manufacturing. It reshapes everything. Let's reshape the world.
Okay. I think it's time to rethink. Additive manufacturing is a major challenge and it's a major opportunity to rethink everything. It really allows us to reimagine our product. It allows us to rethink and innovate our products. It allows us to retool our factories. It allows us to completely change the manufacturing process. And it allows us to rethink our businesses. That is why additive manufacturing, we believe, is a major game changer. It allows us really to change the business we're doing. And it's an enormous journey. We're all together in this. And what I want to talk today is about how Siemens sees this and why co-creation, collaboration in this area is so important. When we talk in regards to Siemens, we see ourselves in two roles in regards to additive. In the one side, we are a user of this technology, and we have a number of business units who are using additive technologies. On the other side, we are a supplier of technologies, and that is where I spend most of my time with. But let's give you an example first as a user. We have business units who produce large gas turbines. They can be as large as this room, and they are used to produce electricity. And this is an area where we started 3 years ago to innovate and think about where additive can be used. And I know there is a competitor of us with the two letters who makes much more marketing as we do. But believe me, we in Siemens, we understand that technology too. And we have done similar ways to optimize our products and really understand the value of this technology within the means of what it can do, how it can innovate parts produced in additive, how it can optimize, and what real benefit it brings to our community as well as to our products. Obviously, this is the main thing, why we're using it. The benefit in this technology has to be understood by the community, otherwise it's worthless. And we saw already a number of examples today. Important is, from my perspective, the last one. Additive manufacturing really allows you to innovate faster. Time to innovation, time to market is essential in a process we're living today in a fast-changing world. If you can innovate your product and iterate on your product in a fast pace and allow these changes to happen and introduce these parts to the market, then you're going to win. If you're not in that business and if you don't understand that, you might see yourself out of the business in the future. Additive manufacturing allows you to do this. This is a game changer. Additive manufacturing allows you to innovate fast and apply this technology in nearly every industry we are in. We believe in 4 major value streams, and we saw a couple of them today already. Additive manufacturing plays a major role in individualization. We saw this very nicely in the previous presentation. And this goes along in a lot of industry, not just in healthcare, where it's very, very dominant, whatever you do there, but also in industries like automotive, where we see companies, car companies, putting out parts which are individualized to your personal interest, and you can order these parts already with some of the automakers. So individualization influences the industry. Obviously, product optimization is a major, major player and user of additive. We know that weight reduction plays a major role in reducing emissions, reducing consumption of gas, for example, in the airlines. Functional optimization is important to optimize the performance of parts. And the whole industry in terms of material research, allowing different materials to work together, is a major changer where only additive manufacturing has the potential to really make this happen. And that is why product optimization plays a major role for a lot of the industries we're talking to. Obviously, the next one is manufacturing efficiency. Changing the way we do products is, in a lot of cases, when we talk to people, one of the first things they're looking into. How can I change my current process with an additive process? And to make it more efficient, to simplify my products. You saw an example, having 12 single parts which are welded together in one single part printed. That's a nice example, but it will even go beyond this, changing the mold process, changing the casting process will come, and you see a lot of changes in that direction too. Last but not least, it's a business model. The business model allows you to work completely different. You can work on demand, you can print on demand, you can reduce your inventory. For a lot of this industry, this is enormously important. If you talk to automotive, if you talk to energy, in most of these industries, you have enormously assets sitting in inventories which you can reduce. If you see these 4 value streams, it is clear that this technology has a major, major impact in each of the industries, maybe to a different perspective, but it has, and it will change the way we develop, the way we imagine products and build products in the future. But there's also some limitations. We believe, obviously, and we know that the technology is evolving fast. We see new materials, we see new technologies coming up. But make no mistake, additive manufacturing is a digital thread technology. Digitalization is the basis of making additive happen. And from that perspective, we have to optimize this process. We have to come up with better ways to reduce disconnected software pieces, multiple conversions which you have from different file formats which are happening, and control this workflow in an environment industry is used to work with. And that is a major step where we as Siemens see ourselves. Last not least, obviously, you have to change the conventional thinking of people. Additive starts in the designers, in the head of the designers, where the ideation starts. If you don't have the idea to change your product, then it's obviously not very happening that these products will, or this technology can be used. And there's hundreds and hundreds of designers out who have to get involved and have to be trained, and education is, from my perspective, a major area of and a challenge we have to go through. So if we see this, what we believe is important, that this technology will be integrated seamlessly in the PLM process, which a lot of our industry companies and businesses use. And it allows you to seamlessly use this technology without hurdles which you have today. We have to come from a really one-off type of process into an established process where this technology is be used on a daily basis. And it goes from really optimizing these designs which you have today, allowing topology optimization to really optimize weights and structures, and go into what we know lightweighting or adaptation of these technologies into really validation, which is a major engineering hurdle we have today to really make sure that the product we print the first time right is available, and drives through the print preparation down into the printer, and obviously have all the tools to post-process these parts and make the final part. And this has to be in a very associative and iterative way. We believe if we can make this happen, this technology will be adapted much faster in the industry. Today we see our customers struggling with this, and obviously there are experts who make this happen. But if this technology wants to be widespread, mainstream, be deployed, we have to make sure that this technology is integrated and it's part of the daily work stream or daily tools a designer, engineer on the shop floor or whoever is in this work stream is able to use. We as Siemens believe in this end-to-end solution. And this is, from our perspective, from the PL side, one of the major drivers why we believe we have to integrate this technology and make it available to the vast amount of users we have on our technology. For us, additive manufacturing becomes the next major step and revolution in how do we create, how do we design products and make this available. And from that perspective, we believe in smart model-driven product development, which goes through design to simulation into the print. We believe that this information has to be managed in the way product lifecycle is managed today. We integrate that into our tools, and we also believe that this has to be seamlessly distributed down to the printers. We have information flowing back from the printers. We know that this information has to be used in the life cycle to optimize the prints, make them better, and make the whole life cycle an experience, and user experience, which is not a one-off, but a process which can be employed in large enterprises to effect that this technology be really used in production. This is our goal, this is our driver, and this is, I believe, what this industry needs to do, is driving this technology for an industrial use. And ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly the reason why we started to talk to Materialise as a leader in this technology with experience over 20 years to integrate a well-proven technology, which they have experienced over these years, into our product lifecycle technology, which is available to millions and millions of users and across multiple industries. We believe that partnerships are important. This is the only way we can drive this technology forward and allow this to be used. Materialise has worked on this technology over years and years, has proven that this technology is working, has developed tools which allows us to close this important workflow, which I just showed, in a very, very nice way. What our task was and what this collaboration does is integrating that technology seamlessly without user interfaces, data interface changes into our technology and provide this as a one end-to-end system to our customers. We have done this, we have announced this last week. We have the first products in the market, and we're very, very proud of this relationship, and we believe there's much, much more to come in the future to drive this really as an industrial technology into the market. But we also work very closely together with the hardware vendors. The hardware vendors are important because they're driving the technology pieces. And as you all know, additive manufacturing is not one technology, it's not one material, it's multiple sets of different ways of creating parts in an additive environment. And that's why we decided as Siemens not to buy a hardware vendor, but collaborate in close relationship with these hardware vendors to provide this technology in our environment. And we do this together with Materialise. Materialise has a vast experience with different materials, with different hardware vendors. We use the experience they have gained over the years to connect to these printers, and that is a huge advantage to bring proven technologies right at the point where it's needed and make this a real user experience and make it a first-time right experience for all of our customers. So that's the reason why we have already announced a number of partnerships in the different areas from DMG or Trumpf, as you know, and also HP and others in this area. We will continually expand this together with our partners. We'll make this available, and I believe we are one of the only systems who provides you an integrated environment, but also a number of technologies in one environment, which we allow the user experience to be the one and the same, as doesn't matter at what technology you're going to use. I want to end up with one example. This is also a part which has been produced first time end of last year. It is a gas turbine plate. We believe one of the most complex and difficult parts to manufacture. It has a high complexity, and from that perspective, it's very, very complex to really produce in this environment. It has to withstand a huge force and a huge temperature, and it is something which we believe is one of the most complex environments we have done ever in that industry. From our perspective, we believe that doing this and having done this, and it's not in a production part, but it's measured under real conditions. We believe we have a breakthrough in this technology for that industry. And it's done and designed in NX, and it's using Materialise technology. It only shows you how this technology drives forward. Yes, there's a lot to do, but I can believe you, if we can do these things, if we can innovate this technology, these parts, these products, the way we have shown here, we believe this is the next industrial revolution, and it's a game changer for all the industries. Thank you very much.